What is up, everybody? Vital Syntax here, and it is a beautiful morning. I am drinking some Mike's Hard Lemonade, and we're going to do a Battlefield 3 wishlist video. So I actually did write down a list on some, actually it was on my iPhone, but regardless, so you might hear me pausing a couple times while I read through or skim through some of my notes. And let's see, for the gameplay I'm going to be using the AN94 with a ACOG, and this is live commentary. We're playing Rush on Laguna Press, it looks like. Yeah. Alright. So the first one, my first wish on my wish list is the ability to control which stats of yours are public and private. So the way it worked in Bad Company 2 is people could view the number of kills, the number of deaths, I think the number of points you had, a couple other stats. And there was no way to control it, and there's never been a way to control it in any first-person shooter as far as I know. And in Call of Duty, it's kind of a rival FPS game. You can view people's kill-death ratio. I'm talking about Black Ops specifically. You can view their kill-death ratio, their accuracy with each individual weapon. You can view how many pieces of equipment they've used. You can view basically anything you want as far as stats go, and that is awesome to an extent. It's awesome in the fact that you can kind of compare yourself to another player in really detailed information, and to some people, including myself, that is awesome, and it gives you kind of an advantage to see what everybody else is using, what setups might be better than other setups, depending on if guns are overpowered or things like that. So but basically what I'm wishing for is the ability to control specific stats. So for example, I think it would be cool if you could control say hide your kill death ratio, so people on your friends list or worldwide players can't just go in and view your kill death ratio, maybe because you don't care about your kill death ratio, maybe because you don't want people to judge you on your kill death ratio. I know this might sound kind of silly if you're just a modern your average Battlefield player or Call of Duty player, but if you're a hardcore gamer like me and stats matter to you, then this I think would be helpful, because really to me what matters is win-loss ratio over kill death ratio. I think a lot of people in the Battlefield community feel that same way. Call of Duty, probably the other way around, but there certainly can be people out there that go both ways. So I think it'd be cool to, say for example, hide my kill death ratio, or hide my accuracy if I didn't have good accuracy, and maybe this wouldn't be and I know they're gonna have Battle Log, which is obviously gonna be a huge online multimedia social network service that's probably going to have a lot of stats in it. So I think they're actually going in the opposite direction. But the way I thought of incorporating the stat control would be with dog tags. So I know Bad Company 2 had dog tags, and if you knife somebody, you get their dog tag. And I know that they're changing it up. At least I've heard rumors that they're changing it up a little bit for Battlefield 3, so that whenever you knife somebody from the behind, and basically like an assassination kill, that's when you get their dog tag. If you just knife them from the front, that doesn't count as a dog tag kill. So I think it'd be cool if your dog tag had maybe one of your favorite stats on it. So for example, if you're a lone wolf Call of Duty-esque player, you could put your kill death ratio on there. If you're a team player, you could put your win-loss ratio. If you were a I get these guys. There we go. If you were super obsessed with your accuracy, you could just show your accuracy. So I think that'd be really cool if you could, control that. And I also think, as far as customizing your dog tags go, I think that would be cool if they allowed for changing an emblem or I don't know, the design on the actual dog tag, and maybe changing the color up a tad bit. I don't want it to be too detailed. I just want a little bit of customization. I think would be welcome for the dog tags. Next thing I was looking at is Battle Recorder. So I've heard rumors about this. Basically, Battle Recorder is similar to theater mode, like in Halo, or theater mode in Black Ops, and it allows you to record your gameplay without a capture card and upload it to sites. I think it'd be cool if you could upload it straight to YouTube, or upload it to Battle Log and then download it to your computer if you wanted to edit it, or something like that, or maybe you can email it to yourself. I don't know. But I think Battle Recorder would be awesome. I personally don't really want it all too much because I play on the PC and I use fraps, and it looks like I'm lagging here because, yep, I don't know what happened. I play on PC, use fraps for recording, so I don't need any type of screen capture. But it would be nice, just in case I wasn't recording my gameplay, to go back and pick up maybe clips that I might have missed, which that's what I use Call of Duty's theater mode for, basically. The next thing I was looking at as far as wishlist goes is dynamic content, and this has a couple different sections in it. So I think it'd be cool for the multiplayer maps to have daytime and nighttime, and it dynamically change. So for example, you might be playing, let's say you're playing Backcountry 2, you might be playing Laguna Presa, and one time you play it, it's daytime, and by the end of that match, it's nighttime. And it looks like I got kicked from the game for connection problems. That's kind of strange. Let's see if we can find another game here. Come on. So dynamic content, you know, you're having daytime and nighttime within the multiplayer maps. I think that it would add a cool dynamic to it, and just kind of change up the maps every once in a while. Also, it might be cool to have dynamic MCOM station and flags in Conquest. So, say for example, you're playing, you know, Conquest on one map, and the flags are out in this certain location. They might change to a different location next time you play that map. And this would have to be very monitored, because, you know, you don't want the flag just to randomly appear on top of a tree or up somewhere you can't reach it, up in the hills or something. They'd have to have some set locations, but maybe have like 10 different locations for each flag. And I know it sounds like a lot, but if you think about the size of these Battlefield 3 maps, they're going to be ginormous. So maybe have like a couple different locations that you could potentially have flags at. And I don't know what, this is freezing up like hell. I'll just keep commentating. Maybe we won't need more gameplay. But anyway, you'll have like, actually I think I'll just cut in some separate gameplay. So yeah, I'll see you. Oh, nope, never mind. We got it. Sorry for that confusion. Let's try to find another match. Rush. Let's see. Organized by players. Oasis looks, that's bad ping. Nelson Bay. Let's do that. So having dynamic MCOM stations or flags, I think that'd be kind of cool. Obviously, it'd have to be very controlled, because, you know, you don't want the flag to show up on top of a roof. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about as far as my wish list goes is customization. I think it'd be cool to be able to actually customize your player. I've never seen this in a first-person shooter, other than some of the free-to-play shooters like Battlefield Play It for Free or Combat Arms. There's a couple other ones, but I haven't seen any of the AAA titles. Actually, Halo did this a little bit. But I think it'd be cool to have a wide selection of different types of camouflage for your character, different jackets, different pants, different hats, glasses. You could change just things out like that, and I think that it just adds another layer of customization, and it doesn't affect the gameplay at all. So I think that would be pretty cool. Another customization thing I thought would be cool is more gun customization, though. So right now in Backcountry 2, you know, you can add a red dot or an ACOG, and you could change your grenade launcher out for a shotgun attachment or a ghost launcher. Or, sorry, not ghost launcher, a gas grenade or smoke grenade or whatever. And I don't know what's going on with my internet, but I cannot find a game. So let's try this one more time. Server browser. Come on. Let's see here. Let's try this one. So I think it'd go beyond what Backcountry 2 had and have like the ability to change your weapons, camouflage. Maybe you know, in Medal of Honor you had the ability to change 3 different attachments. You know, you had your sight attachment, your barrel attachment, and your under barrel attachment. So maybe you have like, you know, the flashlight, which we've seen in some of the trailers, some of the gameplay. So that's obviously there. You know, have like a red dot or a holographic sight or an ACOG or all these different types of sights that you can put on weapons. Have silencers, maybe even different types of silencers. Maybe change out your ammo types like you could in Medal of Honor for like FMJ, things like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna try one more time, and if I can't find a match, I'm just gonna loop in some gameplay here. Another way to customize, like I mentioned earlier, would be the dog tags, and also I think they said something about customizing your vehicles, but I'm not really sure about that. I know in Backcountry 2, you know, you can choose your vehicle upgrade, so I think that's kind of along the same lines where you'll be able to choose what type of weaponry is attached to your vehicle when you climb inside of it. So I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, so it looks like we're in a game here again. I'm gonna switch over to the AUG here, and all right, so back to what I was at. The next section I want to talk about as far as customization, or not customization, sorry, wish list is new types of game types. So first of all, they've already said that team deathmatch will be in Battlefield 3, and I'm guessing that they're going to leave out squad team deathmatch and squad rush just because they haven't mentioned them, and I don't think a whole lot of people play those game types in the first place. But beyond just team deathmatch, which I personally am looking forward to, I know there's a lot of people out there that are just like, I don't really care. I mean, it's a Battlefield game. I want to play the way it's supposed to be played, and I agree with that. You know, it's always fun to play the way Battlefield has always been meant to play, with rush and conquest, or I guess conquest originally and then rush afterwards. But at the same time, sometimes I don't really want to go for the objectives. Sometimes I want to be that gay Call of Duty type player and just worry about my kill death ratio, or just have fun, you know, not even worry about any of my ratios or any of my stats. I just want to have fun and shoot people, kill people, and just, you know, maybe with a friend or something like that. So I think team deathmatch is awesome, and I think it's going to be pretty popular. I mean, it's always been popular in almost every first-person shooter you can go out and play. Another game type I thought would be cool to incorporate is some type of game type. I'm not going to go into specifics exactly on this. Is some type of game type that has only one life. So similar to Search and Destroy from Call of Duty, or similar to the terrorist type of game type in Counter-Strike. Just so that, you know, life is a little bit more valuable and you're a little more cautious, and it adds just... Oh, let me get in that, please. Oh, damn it. It adds just a, I don't know, a really different feeling. I mean, whenever I go and play Search and Destroy in Call of Duty, you know, I have to switch up all my perks, all my attachments. I have to use a completely different play style than I would if I was playing, you know, Team Deathmatch or Domination. So I think something like that would be cool, but I don't think that they should go beyond that. I think that there should only be a couple of game types, you know, Team Deathmatch, Rush, Conquest, and some type of one life game type. Because when they start adding too many game types, people get separated too much, and basically that means that if there's not very many people online, it's a lot harder to find a match, because, you know, there's so many people in different game types. If everybody was in the same game type, it would always be easier to find a match when you're searching for one online if there's not a lot of people playing. Another thing I want to talk about, let's see, is customizing your heads-up display, or HUD. So in the past, it's been normal, non-hardcore, you have, you know, your heads-up display, and then in hardcore you have absolutely no heads-up display. So I think they should give you the ability to customize it to an extent. You know, for example, I think that you should maybe be able to move things around. Maybe if you want the mini-map up in the top left or the top right, or you want your ammo at the bottom left or the bottom or the top right, or just something strange like that, that maybe you know, you prefer because you're used to, that's how a different game does it. And maybe, you know, I think it'd just be cool, and it doesn't really affect the gameplay. It doesn't really affect anybody else except for the person who is customizing it. The next one is console button remapping. I'm probably going to get the game on console, even though I don't know if I'll play it too much, just because the PC version is obviously where it's at. But I think that everybody on PC can agree that button remapping is just something that everybody wants. You know, they can make a certain amount of default settings as far as controls, but there's always going to be some people out there, whether it's people with handicaps, or it's people with, you know, missing a thumb, or missing a ring finger, or whatever the case is. I think it'd be cool to have button remapping on the consoles. Next thing is, and that's actually the last one, last thing on my wish list, is a clan system built into the game, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to see something, because battle log seems like there's going to be some type of clan/team system built into it. That's just what it kind of sounds like from what I've heard. So I think that would be awesome if you could actually control, like, people in your clan, you know, the leaders in your clan. You maybe can have one, like, president or whatever, you know, the ranks, I don't really care what they are. But similar to what they had in Killzone 3. I don't know if you guys played that game, but they had a clan system built into that, and it was pretty easy to use, and it was definitely awesome, and you could, you know, do clan matches and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool for people out there that want to be competitive, and maybe have some type of even tournament playlist that they have going on, like every couple weeks, you know, and you can jump in if you have a certain, you know, certain size clan or whatever. So yeah, that basically wraps it up, guys. Sorry, my gameplay has been total crap. I haven't really been paying attention to what I'm doing. Oh, that guy's lagging. Maybe I'm lagging. I'm probably the one lagging. But yeah, that's my wish list for Battlefield 3. If you guys have any other suggestions or ideas that maybe you guys want to see in Battlefield 3, don't feel free to leave a comment. I'm super excited about the game, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.